Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. We are going live right now. Let me see if we live right now. Let me see if we are live right now. Let me see if we are live. Yes, we are live. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ilyasa Simpson, and I am the Minister Charge from the Charge Room. I'm also in the CEO district as a leader, and they call me Spicy, as per Reagan. Definitely platforms. The Charge Room is here to help individuals heal because we're going to have a mission. The mission for us is to help individuals heal with broken souls, people who have gone through depression or are going through depression. You don't have anywhere to go. The best thing to do is to speak things out, write things out, connect with someone, and maybe get with special groups. But always hold on to your life. Your life is a precious gift from God, and it's definitely something to cherish. Tonight, we are offering the Kings tonight, right? I have a men's platform for the Kings, and what it is it's a platform where we allow the men to have a voice because sometimes men get forgotten about, right? So they forget about you, but I'm going to let the men know that there's a platform for them here at the Charge Room. So what I did was I asked ladies for some questions that they're curious about men, because a lot of times we say men are from Jupiter and women are from Mars, or however the statement goes. But a lot of times they go on the opposite end of the scope when they should be flowing together, right? So again, this is Where's My King? The King's Locker Room, hashtag the King's, hashtag the men's locker room from the Charge Room. So tonight we have three guests, no, two guests, because one of them they're still trying to log on. So the first one we have Father Wise from my hometown of Freeport, New York. Port Knox is in the building. Definitely, we're going to start out with some questions that women ask as the other two kings are hopping on. So I'm bringing on Father Wise now. Father Wise, how are you today?
What's
How
up,
are
love?
you today?
Everything is good.
How are you?
I'm walking the path. I'm walking the
That is
path.
so good. I'm glad you came to join us. The other two brothers, they are coming along. They're just having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're going to work this
Yeah.
out because as long as we have one, which is all good. You're still a voice. You're still a man. You're still a king, and that you can answer some questions because some curious women would like to know. So we had an awesome time on last week
Yeah,
when
we
we
did.
showcase this platform, Where Is My King? Hashtag the men's locker room. And again, we talked about questions of communication and, what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. And y'all gave some excellent advice for women. So we're going to continue on to that journey because guess what? Next week, I had a request for next week already, right? So next week, some men had asked me, well, where's my queen? Right? So I said, well, we're going to create that atmosphere for you. So next week, we're going to have three men and three women on the panel.
Ooh.
Yes, we are going to have
Ooh.
three men and three women on the panel to ask each other questions, right? Asking each other questions because I have to respond to my audience, right? So they said, okay, you saying where's my king? So where's my queen? I want to know where my queen is, right?
That's right.
So I even created the flyer for next week and everything. So I am ready. So the okay, so here Brother Herman is here. I'm gonna add Brother Herman to the stream. Brother Herman is wearing a mask. He is in the field right now, and I appreciate his obedience and sharing, with his opinion with us. So first, I'm gonna do Father Wise. I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna do Father Wise, then I'm gonna bring on Brother Herman, and then I'm gonna bring on Brother K Wise. So the first question. Oh, this is a doozy for you. The first question is from a queen from Florida. She asked, "What do you feel about your current partner being friends with their ex?"
Ah, how do I feel about well, if I had a current partner, the reason why I don't have a current partner right now is because they felt necessary to be friends with their ex, and it escalated from there. So that's why, if you have an ex and you cannot introduce me to your ex as your friend or anything like that, but I don't me personally, like, your ex is an ex for a reason, and I don't think y'all should be friends, unless y'all have a child together. But other than that, we don't do the friend thing, because let's put it this way. Are you all right with me having my ex as a friend? So, don't be all right. I'm simple. It's like this. Don't ask me to be all right with something you won't be all right with.
That's fair. But let me just clarify something. So what if, because I'm being an advocate for women now. So what if, so in other words, you're saying if the woman is truthful and honest, and the woman brings to you a person in her past life and introduces the person to you, and y'all can develop in a relationship all together as friends, would that be okay? Or that's just a sticky situation for you and that's not okay?
Nah, I'm not. See, first of all, you know me, like, I'm funny like that. I don't like nobody anyway, right? So I don't. Let's just say, if you and I were in a relationship, but your ex is still around somewhere, like, I don't trust that.
Okay. That is fair. That is fair. So one thing I would like to add, when to make things more simple in a relationship, when you are engaged with a person that you love, care about, respect, and loyal and committed to, the first thing I would suggest is to establish boundaries. Establish boundaries as to what makes you comfortable and what makes you uncomfortable. Is that fair?
Yep, that's fair.
Okay. So ladies, when you have an ex, the ex needs to have boundaries with you, because you need to have boundaries with your current significant other. Have boundaries, be truthful, respect your relationship. Many times when you have an ex, many times it may not be good, come out to a good conclusion. So if you are with someone new, allow that relationship to grow and blossom and flourish, and leave the ex alone, because a lot of times you can't get to have a successful future if you can't get over your past. So sometimes you have to close the doors to your yesterdays so your tomorrow doors can be open and bountiful. Is that fair, Father Wise?
Yep. And they should just like, cause women, just my opinion, not all, but women are funny like that. They'll keep this friend on the side somewhere, and you won't even know it. And then it becomes a problem. Like, so just be honest. Say what it is from the beginning. Yo, we've been friends since the 4th grade. But I always hear that, oh, we just friends. We just friends. But no, in all actuality, she used to sleep with the person or be with the person or whatever. Y'all in more than just friends. Y'all don't cross the friend line a long time ago. So, like, yeah, that's just for me. Like, I'm
No, you have a right to your own opinion because every person is different. Every person is different. And if we don't express ourselves, we won't know. The woman does not know. So the men and the woman needs to express themselves in the relationship to establish what is comfortable for them and what is uncomfortable for them. So it won't be a sticky situation later.
That's
Agreed?
right. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay. So I'm going to move the question to King Herman here. King Herman, I'm bringing you in.
Let me stretch real quick. Wise, what's
Okay,
going on,
King.
man?
Oh, peace, God. What's good?
Chilling,
Hi,
chilling.
hi. All right. So, Brother Herman, a queen from Florida asked the question, what do you feel about your current partner being friends with their ex?
Hmm. Well, for me, it goes dual. Kind of like what Wise said. I would have to. I'm the type that I want to see who your friends are. Okay. Once there, then I can say, okay, have a conversation with her later. Like, yo, I don't like that one because he's up to something. Or, okay, that's your friend. All right, cool. Well, this is my friend, but not doing the tit for tat. Just setting up the boundaries from the beginning, and just you really got to have a conversation with each other, and talk about it. And if you know this ex you still have feelings for, then you gotta shut the door, like you said. You know, some can take being going from a super friend to all the way down to I see you when I see you passing, that's it. But it all comes down to respecting your relationship. And that's the choice that you have to make. Is this going to hurt my relationship? Is this going to better my relationship? And sometimes, well, in my case, I had, stepchildren. Being married, got along with the father. But we didn't go as far as, hi, how you doing? That's it, So, but that's what it depends on.
Okay, so definitely the key is to set boundaries, respect the relationship, and then ask yourself, is it really worth it? If it is uncomfortable with your current significant other, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you on hold and ask Father K Wise.
All right. Yeah,
Hello,
K
hello.
Wise, are
Peace, peace. Yeah, I can,
you in the dark?
I'm,
Can you
hold on,
see
hold
me?
on. Let me see if I can shed some light. I see everybody. Hold on. I just walked in the door from the crib from work, so give me a second. Let me get myself
Oh, I
straight.
see those pearly whites. I see the pearly whites. All right,
All right, here we go. Here we go.
there he
What's good? What's
is.
good?
There he is.
Oh, let me get settled. Let me get
So
settled. Peace.
the question is, a queen from Florida asked, what do you feel about your current partner being friends with their ex?
I ain't got no problem with it as long as they X. That's the point of being X. Excommunicated. Point blank, period. Ain't no X come back. Ain't no X come back. No, it's X out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just the truth is the truth. You know, if that the case, I mean, I might as well have a caseload of X. I got a caseload of X's. I can be like, yo, you know. But if you in that current situation or whatever, and I mean, you again, like everybody heard from what I heard, establish that boundary and communicate that first of all with the person you involved. Now say, listen, you know, in my life, for example, I've been known with many women. You know, not saying that all of them are exes. Some of them are just shuns. You know, show some relations, but you know, I'm still cool with a lot of exes. I mean, I'm good with them and everything, but that's where it has to end at, or can't cross that unless you want to do what you want to do. But what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Again, communication is the key factor. You know, you got to find out what she means by well, how X related is this dude to you, so there won't be no complications with me, you, and me, because we're not getting ready to play that him to me, you, me, and he. We're not playing that song. No, nah. Mm, we ain't
Most
riding like
definitely.
that.
Okay. Okay. So again, ladies, the X situation for a man is not a comfortable situation. Establish your boundaries. Ask your significant other, your current person that you are with, how do they feel? How do they feel? So, with that being said, I'm going to put all three on
Yeah.
to make sure
You.
Yeah.
they all
Peace. What's good? What's
hello,
good, family?
they missed each other.
You, me, and
So,
him.
so ladies, so definitely, ladies, please understand that it's a sticky situation having your ex in your life while you are with your current person, your current love, because it could cause turmoil later. It could cause turmoil later. So please be mindful, respectful, set boundaries, ask questions, be honest, because you will want the same um, treatment from your current love. Okay, so let's go to the next question. I was looking in the comments and someone was asking, is someone open for questions? But I don't see. Uh, someone had a question. So I'm going to let them know they can type it. The next question I have. Okay. Do men feel less superior if their woman makes more money than they do? Okay, so who wants to go first? Who
Yo,
wants to go first?
I'm gonna take this out,
First,
right? Me.
because
I'm going.
okay, so I'm gonna take everybody else.
No, leave him,
So
leave him all in.
you
Leave him
go
in.
first. No,
Leave him all
I'm
in.
not doing it. No,
Huh?
they can hear you. They can hear you.
Oh
Speak
man.
to me.
Okay.
Speak to me.
I don't. Let me tell you something. I wish I could find somebody who make more than me for once. right? Please, right? Yo, I need some help too. Like people always like, can I get $20 for gas? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, yo, let me tell you something. Like real talk, real men, real men don't that yo, let me tell you something. My father made more than my mother, right? My sister made more than her husband. Like it's been roles and times in my family where the women have made more, didn't make more. Like me, I've always made more, right, than anybody I've ever been with. And you know what? It don't bother me not one bit. If a woman makes more money than me, I will never, ever in this universe or the next feel insecure because I am who I am still. And the bottom line is, right, when I'm in a relationship and if the woman makes more than me, I'm still the man in this relationship. Long as I do my part, I'll take care of what I can take care of. And it's known from the beginning. Yo, let's just say I make roughly 95, right? I met somebody who made like 150. And she tried the little bossy thing, and I just stopped and looked at her like, and my whole demeanor, everything. I just stopped and looked at her and was like, "Yo, who you think you talking to?" First and foremost, yo, you got me effed up. Like I'm not that dude. I'm not no weak man. I'm not no insecure man. I'm not none of that. I demand respect. I command it. No matter what, I could be working at McDonald's making fries, but you still gonna treat me like the man I am because I'm gonna act accordingly. Period. And if you don't if you don't like that I don't make the same money as you, step off. Go find you somebody who makes the same. Go somebody who's at the same playing table as you. Period. That's how I look at it. But I'll never be insecure because a woman makes more money than me. Never. Because they don't like the bottom line is a lot of women are out here doing that now and they have these roles and a lot of guys don't work or they don't have the good jobs and stuff like that. And they with the woman because the woman is taking care of them or they do like that ain't my story. That ain't my story. Once you let a woman take care of you, I could see where you would feel a little insecure or feel like, but then a woman's going to get tired of that. Gonna get tired of that one day. Unless you're giving up the D, right? And then she's still in love with you. But, because like this, a rich dude will take a broke chick. But will a broke chick ever take a rich, will a broke chick, hold on, let me get this right. A rich dude will take a broke chick, but will a rich chick take a broke dude? So I'm like, yo, it's that's one of those things. I don't know, but being insecure, not me, not ever. So that's to answer your question.
Okay, so let me add on K-Wise.
That's the God.
K-Wise. K-Wise. Is his camera off? Herman. Brother Herman.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
I can hear you now, sir. The question.
Okay.
Did you hear the question, or would you like for me to repeat it?
I heard the question.
Okay.
I'm ready to fire all cylinders. All
Take
right,
it away.
so I just been in a situation with this, and my thing, like Waz said, I'm still a man, but I had to explain to her, you're not taking care of me. You're making a little more than me, but in actuality, when we went down and sat to the tax person, I was making more than her, and I was just like, we just didn't get together on the bills, and I've always seen my parents put it in the table. You got this half, I got this half. Come together, we take care of it. And now, in other ways that I was doing was the fact that, you know, I was also cooking, cleaning, laundry, the whole nine. I did it without a doubt. Taking her up, dropping her off, taking the kids, dropping them off. So when she was like in the beginning, I wasn't making that much, but I was still serving, you know. And so sometimes I think people get it twisted. Now, if I'm just on the couch, feet kicked up with the remote, talking about, hey, bring me dinner when you get home from work. But, you know, I'm working because as a man, I've always been taught that if you don't have it all in one area, you making up for it in other areas until it's going to flip. Nothing never really rides out the same all the way live, you know. So, not intimidated if a woman makes more than me, but I know that I'm still bringing stuff to the table. I'm still a man because when you come home, dinner's ready, blah blah blah. But I'm still out there looking for my next break, my next job to come back and add more, or I'm working 2 or 3 just to satisfy and ride it out.
Okay, so let me bring on K-Wise. K-Wise, did you hear the question or would you like for me to repeat it?
If you could repeat it, please.
I sure can,
If
sir.
y'all can hear me, I'm having real mad difficulties.
It's okay. I see you moved your position. It's okay.
Yeah.
As long as I can hear your voice, that is all right with me. The question was, do men feel less superior if their woman makes more money than they do?
In my eyes, he ain't a man.
Okay.
Why would you feel less than who you are of yourself just because it's the person you with makes more money than you? First of all, it ain't about the money. You're supposed to be who you are and represent yourself 24/7, 365. If you a man, you a man. You stand up for who you are irregardless. Money don't make the man. Man makes money, and vice versa. Okay? Being intimidated about that, if you intimidated about it, the only person that can change it is yourself in that manner. Go get a higher paying job or ask for a raise just to make you feel better. You know, money shouldn't be a strong factor. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you want somebody that's good and established to help you out in situations that you may be down and out and vice versa. But
Right.
in the case of establishing, do I feel less superior about myself? No, my first name is Superior. My first address, Superior K-Wise Bold, son of law. I ain't afraid of nothing or nobody. Woman make more money than me. Congratulations. Guess what? That just means that what we putting together makes that even much more. Point blank. Period. I mean,
Okay.
money's not going to separate me by making me less than or more than who I am. I've been who I am, and I'm gonna die who I am, rich or broke. I'm still a man.
So it
But it
sounds like I'm
but
gonna
it helps to have some
bring
money in
all
your pocket.
of you on. Right. So it sounds like what this particular queen was sending me, she's from North Carolina. It sounds like that she may have been dealing with someone
No,
that was insecure. Would you agree? It might have been that she was dealing with someone insecure that prompted her to ask that particular question. What do you think?
Well, maybe he just couldn't handle her approach with it. You know, we don't know that to say, so I can only speculate unless we had the wisdom here to speak on us, to us on the line to express the
Because
question, so we can give a
right,
more
so
direct answer.
then
I don't know if y'all can hear me. I got cut off.
you're a little staticky and your camera went off. But to add to this particular topic, it's a queen would like to know what how do you feel about a woman taking care of a man, and what's acceptable for taking care of a man?
What's
Care of a man
acceptable?
that's acceptable, right?
Yes.
The only time that's acceptable if they've been in a long-term relationship and he gets hurt on the job or he gets physically ill or something to that matter. Other than that, just like Herm said, sitting in the house with your feet up on the couch waiting for her, come home, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And even then, let's just say I'm gonna put it on me. Let's just say if I got hurt, I still would be trying to do something. Like if I couldn't work no more, I'd be trying to do something. But if physically couldn't do it and I have the woman take care of me, when we say taking care of, we mean financially or physically. If I end up in a wheelchair, I'm gonna need some assistance at some point in time. But if I did end up in a wheelchair, somebody's gonna pay for me being in that wheelchair. So I'm gonna have money. You know what I'm saying? So I just want
This
to know.
particular queen is referring to financially.
No, unless you're married and the man gets ill or something happens, like that's it. That's the only way a woman should be taking care of a man financially. Like if he gets sick or something. Other than that, I don't believe that no woman should take care of a man. The man, you got to understand, the man is the foundation. The man is the especially the black man. Yo, we are the foundations of our cipher. Like the bottom line is just like the sun is the foundation of the solar system, the Asiatic black man is the foundation of his family. And if he can't be that foundation, then I don't know what to tell him. Because nah, I'll never have nobody take care of me ever, ever.
Okay, I have a comment from a queen. She says it depends. Men are supposed to be the provider. Women inherently depend on you to lead the family unit.
Right.
If you aren't making enough to take care of the financial obligation, then it will be hard to stay with someone, quote unquote, broke without drive and ambition. Would you agree?
That's a two-way street. If I'm taking care of the home, she got to take care of her part too. I don't want to be with anybody who doesn't have any drive or ambition as well. So, yeah.
Understood. Understood. Let me ask Brother Herman. Brother Herman, did you hear the comment?
Yeah, I heard the comment. It is a
Would you
two-way
agree?
street,
Okay.
and it also depends because if it's something that y'all talked about from the beginning and the get-go, and things got hard and you were married, then okay. But if it's not, and it's about, let's say, 5, 6 months down the road now, and y'all done spoke and he done made a promise and he still ain't coming through, then it's a different ball game.
Okay. That's fair. So let me see if K Wise, if I can hear him. K Wise, are you there? Can I can you say something?
I'm here. I
Okay,
don't know why y'all
that's fine.
can't see me, but I'm still
That's
here.
fine. Did you want to
Um,
comment?
I mean,
Did you want to
the
comment?
two my two brothers hit it right on the head. Don't nobody want nobody sorry. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody half stepping
Right.
to the table with me. If I'm giving you 100, I expect you to add 100 too, and establish that together, that boundary. You know what I'm saying? So, me, yeah, I agree. I agree about we coming from the same place, father wise, not about being the foundation of everything. But you also got to look at the reality side of what this time and age that we do live in with now, the way the economy is, you need two incomes, you know what I'm saying, just to make ends meet, you know, as middle class, lower class, and to a point, even in the hierarchy class, money right now is a situation we dealing with economically. So we got to be economically smart together. You know what I mean? Got to be economically smart together to make ends meet. If I'm, unless, you know, if I'm just that solo dolo breadwinner, then I'm really not going to worry too much about anything unless I fall short. You know, if I'm disabled to where I can't work no more, nothing like that, and the woman is going to step up to do what she's going to do, who am I to stand in no way to do it? That's my queen. She's supposed to represent me. You know, so if I'm falling on it and she picks it up, listen, top notch. And that's how we work together. That's how it's supposed to work together. Point blank. Period.
So at the end of the day, the man and the woman are, no matter what's the salary range, whether the woman makes more or the man makes more, just to come together, respect the relationship, and build an empire in your household.
Exactly.
Everybody agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, ladies. The next queen, the question is, what's more important in establishing a relationship connection? Compatibility, things in common or things in chemistry?
Mm, things in common or things in chemistry. Well, you know, in a sense, they kind of go hand in hand without a more definitive measure from her question to me. Um, Compatibility, when you talk about compatibility, I mean, are we talking physical or are we talking, I mean, mental? I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, again, you talk in the earlier stage of establishing ground rules, understanding. You know what I'm saying? Again, we go right back to the root of everything we're talking about is communication to get an idea of one's likes and dislikes to understand where the compatibility will come in. You know, that's coming straight off the bat of asking questions before you even get established. If there's going to be some type
This
of
is true.
compatibility. You know, if we basing compatibility off of looks, a lot of people wouldn't be together. You know, in some
So
cases.
basically, would it be like asking the right questions? Like, when you meet a person, are you looking at them on the physical sense? Is physical is what you're attracted to first, or
Well, you know what?
style, or
It's I look at it like this here. First things first, we can't establish anything mentally because I'm looking at you physically. If I'm attracted, my eyes are looking, that's the physical. I'm looking at you as far as uh your anatomy or whatever. Now, when it gets mental, is what comes out when you open up your mouth when we conversate. Then
yes,
I'm
indeed.
then I'm going to be looking at you overall within everything because you could be as fine as wine. I mean, Coca-Cola bottle shape, whatever, what you consider to be beautiful. But you would open up your mouth and it's like a sewer. You know, it's nasty, it's gutter. You know, that's not a turn on for me. That's not a turn on for me. I'm not attracted to, you know, all that crazy yada yada. You know, talk to me with intelligence, and then you can see the beauty in a person. You know, I mean, there's beauty in all things, but it's just about how you present it and bring it out instead of
Right.
just looking at the physical. I mean, we look at the physical automatically because we look left and right. We got to look where we going. And if we are attracted to somebody by their physicality, that's one type of combat, but you got to be compatible mind-wise. How does this person match up with you? Some people don't like some men are scared to date a woman that's taller than them. I don't see the reason. We all the same when we lay down, so I don't matter. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of how you communicate and verbalize and make a better understanding about what's what. In short,
Okay, Father Wise, how do you feel about that?
um, I just look at like your chemistry plays a lot. Chemistry is nice. If you can link up with someone and y'all have chemistry, chemistry takes care of the compatibility and everything else. Like KY said, when you first meet somebody, everything is always based off of the physical. Because that wouldn't, when I see you, I'd be like, wow, now I want to get to know you because I saw you. Now I want to talk to you because, like, yo, she's 36, 24, 44. Of course I want to get to know you. But like KY said, the minute you open your mouth and you go south, be like, oh hell no. Like, nah. But some of us, yo, it's so funny that some men don't even like, yo, you get a red flag right off the bat, and some dudes don't even care because I know the younger me got many red flags right off the bat and didn't care. Because the bottom line is, yo, I spent 9 months trying to get out and the rest of my life trying to get back in. You know, so that's what it is. Like, we'll ignore many red flags based off of some physical, but at this stage in my life now, being 53, being yo, you gotta have more than just looks, because what happens is looks fade, sex drive goes away at some point in time, and then what you have left? You sitting on the couch looking at her, she looking at you, and it's like, yo, I never liked this mother, no how. Like, but you gotta be able to enjoy somebody. Let's just say, be able to enjoy somebody's company. Like I said last week, I had a friend and like we took that hour-long ride and barely said 2 words to each other the whole time. But the chemistry and the compatibility and everything was there. And once we got out of the car, like I said last week, once we got out of the car, the first thing she did was she looked at me and she said, yo, you know, that's the best conversation we ever had, because our minds we were compatible. The chemistry was raw, like it was good. So I always say chemistry and compatibility are really both the same. They're really both the same. But if you can have compatibility with chemistry, yeah, now you're cooking with Crisco.
You can have whatever you like.
Right.
The connection must be there, right? The connection must be there.
It has to be. That's how you get started. If you don't have a connection, then what is it? What are y'all doing? It's like 2 positives repelling each other, 2 negatives. It don't work. You gotta have that parallel. That polarity. Polarity has to be there. Has to be there.
Okay, so can I play devil's advocate for a second?
You always do.
What about what about the experience I've heard from some women that even if they didn't have not the women, but say like the men. So say like the men would treat the woman in a negative way, but suppose like the woman doesn't quite identify what is actually negative because she's was never placed in a positive flourishing relationship. So her negative is normal, right? And then with her negative being normal, the guy is constantly like only coming to her for her physical and nothing else, like with no regards to her feelings, no regards to her emotions, right? And you know, this female is hurting. She's hurting, but she knows she's hurting, but she can't quite identify that this is not love. That's somebody that their soul is broken and abused. But they don't quite know that. And they are thinking that the physical is the actual love. Right? You know, did you gentlemen encounter any women with such brokenness?
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's because it's basically like saying the man that they was with kept them in the dark. You see what I'm saying? He kept them in the dark. He was a user. He was a user and abuser, you know, both physically as well as mentally. Okay. He's not giving her the respect and just due she deserves as a righteous woman with a mindset. So, because he's destroying that, by keeping her in the dark of herself. And as long as she's living in that negative realm and he ain't doing anything to try to bring her out of it, he's just as guilty as administering and doing what he's doing. So now he's abusing her mentally and he's abusing her physically because all he wants is the physical host instead of getting to know the inner spirit within her to bring about a change of positive to her. To and it's a lot of things that's bad because most women are like that have been battered. You know, they have been battered in their lives, so they don't know the truth because we've been affecting them for so long in a negative light that they think that this is the norm for them. So this is the only truth that they see. But when a cinder fella comes along who's sincere and truth about his nature and trying to get to know her if he likes her, sometimes it's hard for him to pursue that because she's so negative to see the truth that sometimes it deters him away. It depends upon the strength of the man to be like, you know what, I see you and I'm here, I don't want to overtake you, but I want to help you see what what's here in front of you. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of being a true guide, a true romance or a man to stand up, be like, you know what? I see the hurt in you. I see the badness in you. So now we need to talk more instead of the physical actions. That'll come, you know what I mean? But establish that boundary about listen, you know, there's a better way in life. If you give me that minute in time, we can talk it out and I can show you it through my eyes and you can begin to see what we're talking about, what I'm talking about.
That takes a lot of patience.
Hmm.
Oh,
That takes a lot of patience. Um, that takes a lot of humility. Um, because you're also at times banging your head against a brick wall.
Well, see, it's
She's
like
you.
this, yeah, if you want something bad enough to go after it, you do what you got to do, or you willing to. Sometimes we got to be willing to bend instead of willing to push.
Change the
You know what I'm
rules.
saying?
Change the rules.
Exactly, exactly.
Mhm. Change the rules. Any of you kings would like to comment on that?
uh, uh, taking care, helping a battered woman. I don't know. It just seems like everybody I ever had dealt with was battered or baggaged up or bruised up. Or I think my picker is broke or something. Who I'm picking might be broke because they all, they all at some point or another. I'm not saying everybody, but at some point or another, like I've only met in my whole life, like real talk, in my whole life, I think I've only at 53 years. I think I've only met 5 women who were actually women who were full, who did the work, who knows their worth, who know who overcome being broke or an abused relationship or who and any of that. And you're one of them, right? Right?
Oh,
You're one of them.
okay.
All right. Everybody else, like we just it's yo, some men can tell you like what you described about this man, yo. I like to say with the bloodsuckers, spirit robber, bloodsuckers of the poor. Where there's nothing worse than a maid devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you know and you choose to abuse a woman or you choose to do what there's nothing worse than that. Nothing worse than that. Um, some men come to heal, some men come to deal. It all depends. But dealing with a woman who is broken, that's a job. You said it, and it goes both ways. Like yo, I at one point in time I was broken, and I'm probably still got some pieces I'm probably still trying to glue together. But the thing is, I know it, and I'm gonna say it, whatever it
Right.
is. So now you
Right.
look at, and my analogy for that is I always say this: with your broken pieces and my broken pieces, we can probably put them all together and be whole somewhere down the line, but it's going to take work.
Great analogy, because relationships take work. Relationships take work, and a lot of times people want to shine, but they don't want to put in the work to get there. And again, with the gentleman that is constantly only going for the physical, the constant physical, and he's emotionally unattached, that breaks down a woman's self-esteem. It breaks down her process of growing. She cannot grow. It's like a plant. You are not watering the plant. And when you don't water the plant dies. So there's so many women out here that are walking dead, not even existing, and they don't even realize it. And then they'll put makeup on, they'll put on a wig, they'll get their nails done, they have the bling bling going on, but they are souls with holes in them. So I commend all of you. Oh wait, we didn't get Brother Herman's comment. Can you hear me, Brother Herman?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Did you want to comment on this?
Yeah, I will comment. So I've always been the dude like Prince Marky D. See somebody that's hurting, talk about your baby needs to swing my way. But then a lot of times when that does happen, it depends where she at. Is she ready? And she knows it, or she may be ready, thinks she knows it, but not willing to put in that work to go forward. And then sometimes you'll be there, but it's almost like you're in a semi-friend zone because there's a lot, and you're bumping heads, and there's broken glasses, and then sometimes you can take on that spirit too. And then instead of being there to help, it's almost like you're just there as a band-aid and not get to the root cause. But like Kay said, you can, if that's the one that's supposed to be for you, when you heard that from God above, then by all means, you keep praying, you keep going ahead, you keep putting it in there, you keep watering, you keep nurturing, and then when God's ready to bring that son, voila, you got that queen. But it's still a process, and it's still working together, and her getting to the point where she knows, and then and then how are you going to bend? How much can you bend? Without falling all the way to the ground and then losing, your roots, and then you're no good either, and then you walk away feeling broken. And then, it's always said that hurt people hurt people. So it's just coming to a commonality and getting to know the person first, getting that connection. You got that connection, here comes the compatibility. Even if you guys to the point are together, but there is going to be a little bit of opposite. And you just continue to appreciate each other because you're the same, you're similar, but you're still different.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. We all together, we came on last week and we're coming on this week, and we are talking about relationships. And most of the questions that are coming through are pretty much the same. Women want to know, what is a guy looking for in a woman? What is the bottom line of when they could say, I want her, or what's the bottom line for the gentleman to say, well, I don't want you anymore. So we discussed that last week, and with this week, it's about communication. Communication is key. Connection is key. Respect is key. Boundaries are extremely important. Being truthful, being honest, being committed. So again, the bottom line is, where's my king? Right? So they're asking because they're looking, they're searching. So this platform that I have created, I want to bring full force every week on Thursday at 7 o'clock, because I want people to tune in, because just like Brother Herman said, hurt people. And I want to bring clarity across the nation that we all can get along. We all can love each other. There is hope, for a husband. There is hope for a wife. People have to take a step back and take ownership of who they are. You know, if you are that broken woman, you have to, swallow the pill of courage and say, okay, this is me. And I want to change. But guess what? Change starts with you saying, okay, I have to be courageous enough to say, I have hurt. I have been hurt. And I do not want to hurt any longer. That's a hard pill to swallow. And it goes the same on the gentleman's side. I am hurt. I have hurt. And I don't want to hurt anymore. So if we can bring our efforts together, because just like all of you gentlemen say, it takes work, relationships, to have love, joy, to feel happiness within your relationship, to work together in abundance, to have prosperity in a relationship. It takes work. It's not finger pointing time when conflict arises. Is sit down, let's talk about it, and not argue about it, not cuss each other out about it, not say go F you and you say the same thing. Like, you have to act like adults. Where's the maturity? Where's the human side of you? Where's the part that says, I want to be loved? To get love, you have to give love.
That's right.
And I understand that, we all have hurt, but guess what? The past, we can't bring it into our present, because we are ruining and abusing the person that we are trying to start something new with. If the person from your previous relationship hurt you because they cheated on you, because they abused you mentally, physically, and emotionally, or separately, whatever the case may be, someone may have been emotionally unavailable, and then again, physical abuse came in because it was only to get physically satisfied. That's abuse. So it's like, when can we put down the swords attacking each other and say, okay, I surrender. I surrender. Let's come together. Let's be human. Let's talk about it. Let's not be angry. Let's forgive each other, right? Let's start all over. Let's start the restart button. Let's act like adults.
Well said. Well
And
said.
even if you choose, you make this decision, both of you make the decision that, okay, we are not compatible. We do not have a connection. We no longer have a connection, and we don't want to fight for our unity. Let it go. Let it go without an attitude. Let it go without anger. Let it go without bitterness. Let it go without forgiveness. Let it go, because you must forgive. You have to forgive yourself, because you did play a role in it. And you have to forgive the other person. Because when you let go, you heal. When you let go, you heal. It is unfair to go from one broken relationship to another because you're bringing your broken baggage with you. We talked about this last week. You are bringing your broken baggage with you to the next relationship, and you're not even giving that new person a chance. You're not even giving them a chance because you're looking at them, judging them. Oh, let me see what they're going to do. Because if they do it like this, this is going to happen. And if they do it like that, that is going to happen. Come on. You got to let all of that go. That's strife that you're carrying around with you. So I thank you, Kings. Once again, I thank you because I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your courageousness for even coming on here and even showing your face and putting your names. I appreciate that. Some people don't even have that in them. So walking in your truth is extremely important to me. Extremely important to me. Because when you walk in your truth, you have nothing to look over your shoulder about. You have nothing to turn around and, like, who's looking at me? It doesn't matter who's looking at you. It doesn't matter who's talking about you because you can identify with who you are. So I respect all three of you, Kings, because you can walk in the truth and you can speak about it. You can speak about it. I thank you so much. So I want to, because I had again, from the beginning when I first started, I had a request. I had a request because this segment is called Where's My King? I had a request to say, where's my queen in the men's locker room? Because, the kings would like queens too. So next week, ladies, next week, I need 3 women. 3 women to join this panel with 3 kings. So we can talk about relationships so we can learn to heal. So please reach out to me. I need 3 women because we're going to do Where's My King versus Where's My Queen. So because I want to satisfy my audience, okay? I need 3 women. 3 women for next week.
You know what?
3 women for next week.
I heard you. It's the funny. I need you to change that title though. 3 kings versus 3 queens. That's already
okay.
That's already setting the tone right there. Like that's setting the tone. That's not good right there.
because we have to.
Yo,
because I'm just saying it how it is because when you bring a man together and then when you bring a woman together and they both have attitudes, you're like this, right? You're like this. But the key to this whole platform is to bring it together, right? The key to the platform is to bring it together. So, because when I'm asking 3 women, okay, could you please, express yourself about a man? They're going to tell me everything that's been hurting them, and they're going off here. Just like if I brought it to you, you're saying, oh, well, because this and that happened, right? So I'm asking, okay, this is Where's My King? And y'all are asking, where's my queen? Y'all are going to be like this for a second. At the beginning of the platform, when the broadcast starts, you're going to be like this. But the whole point and purpose is to heal. Remember, we're saying healing is a process. So we have to learn how to talk it out. We have to learn how to be adults. We have to learn how to ask the right questions to heal our souls. Are y'all with me?
Yeah.
We with you. Just make sure my X ain't on.
If I'm not making sense, please help me out here. If I'm not making sense,
no, Yasa. Hold up. I said you are making sense. I said just make sure my X is not on.
Can I bring my lifesaver to the battle? You know, what we doing pistols at 10 paces or swords? What we doing? I need to know what we doing. I got to armor up.
No, the end result is love, okay? The end result is love. And it's okay to disagree. We have to learn how to respect each other's views. Because just because I may not agree with you, that does not mean I become angry with you and stomp you out of my life, X you out of my life, unfriend you on Facebook, and don't talk to me anymore. That's immaturity, and that's something that everyone needs to stop.
Yeah.
Because you can learn how to communicate with one another. Because when it gets sticky, it gets harder to go through that process. And we have to learn that as adults, instead of slamming doors on each other, instead of cussing each other out, instead of saying, I'm blocking you on Facebook, okay? It's not that serious. It's just not. We have to learn how to communicate as adults. There's maturity in this thing. And there's so many grown people in age that are not grown mentally. They're not mature mentally. They're not mature emotionally. And again, this platform is about healing. So if we can't come together and do this thing together, where's the love?
Wow.
The end result here is love. And it's okay to disagree, but you have to learn how to express yourself. You have to learn how to stop slamming doors and throwing phones across the wall and breaking them. Come on. We have to do better. So if I can bring a platform to teach one and we all teach each other, we can grow together. We can heal together. Am I making sense? Help me out here.
No, you making a lot of sense.
You making sense.
I'm just trying to figure out what, because every time I don't got an argument with somebody, they either block the phone, block the Facebook. It's not us. Men don't do it. It's not us. It's y'all. Y'all will block somebody in a heartbeat. Like, I'm blocking them. That's it. So, we don't do that unless we have
to learn how to stop. We have to learn how to, be peaceful. We have to learn how to love each other, right? And that's the whole goal, is to bring love and not hate, not anger, because that affects everyone emotionally, and then when you get mentally suffocated like that, it goes into your physical. Things start hurting in your body. People get acid reflux and diarrhea. Come on, we gotta do better. We have to do better. So, again, I thank everybody for coming on tonight. I thank you, gentlemen, you kings. You are awesome and amazing, and y'all know that I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for supporting me.
Love you too, Yasa.
Love you right back.
Thank you so much. So, with that being said, everyone, my name is Ilyasa Simpson. I'm the CEO of the Charge Room. It's a Facebook page, the Charge Room. Please like my page. I have a Instagram, Charge Room. Please follow me on Instagram. And I also have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm brand new to this social media platform, and I definitely want to use it to help the masses. So again, we have to do better, and it's all about healing. Again, thank you for coming, watching us, and if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching us. I hope this platform has helped you, or even brought awareness to, new ideas and thoughts and behaviors that you can incorporate in your life and your lifestyle. And just do a better job of being of love. This is about love. God created us human beings. He blew breath into man for man to come to life within his spirit. Our connection with God is awesome and amazing. And without him, none of us will be possible. So definitely love your life, love yourself. And, if you see yourself hurting, you're sitting still hurt, admit to yourself, I am hurt. I am hurt. I have hurt, and I no longer want to hurt anymore. And we are here to help you. Just having these talks, listening, that's help. That's help. And I appreciate you listening. So until this week, again, I'm looking for 3 females. One just text me, um, and I need just 2 more queens. If 2 more queens can get in touch with me to set up for next week, we are doing, where is my queen, where is my king, for the hashtag men's locker room. Please inbox me, text me, call me, let me know that you are interested. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and to all, have a great night.